terms of local intelligence. And then within these features, I'll try to do a little demo on my end so you can see how it works on the platform itself. But let's get this going. So first off, what is Last Mile Retail? What is the digital dashboard? So we are a listings vendor for Boost. We manage all the content that they have on their CRM data, basically the Salesforce data about all your locations. We syndicate that data to other platforms, meaning Google, Bing, Facebook, Apple Maps, etc., to make sure that your information is as relevant online so people can find you, right? So make sure that they have your right address, that they have your right phone number, that they have your right hours, So as long as your information is correct on Boost systems, we can update that data on demand. We do a sync every day. And then in any instance where you need to update something, as long as you connect with your Boost account executive, we can keep your information up to date once the next thing happens. So again, this just ensures that Boost store data is always as accurate as possible across all these platforms. But we also built the digital dashboard, which is a self-service use, which allows you to do some things on those listings, particularly things like controlling your social posting, like posting content out to Facebook and your Google profiles. It allows you to download pre-approved digital marketing content on the content library. It allows you to respond to reviews on Google and on Facebook. And then you can also see some analytics, and as well as, how many views are your listings getting? How many clicks are you getting? How many people are clicking to get directions to your store? All those, useful insights about your business that you may care about. And then last but not least, we added some local intelligence. I'll talk what that's all about here in a little bit. In a sense, local intelligence just kind of lets you know visitation trends around your neighborhood, right? So how much foot traffic is out there? Is your foot traffic declining at the zip code level? Those are just kind of useful insights to kind of help you market your store beyond just local digital. But at the end of the day, what the platform really does is, like it says on the tagline at the end, it's kind of boosts the visibility and it helps you engage with customers and it streamlines your local marketing just to kind of keep all your content relevant. And that's a really powerful tool because it allows Boost to advertise your store more accurately. It allows, paid media dollars to be more effectively spent for your stores, whether or not the money is being spent by the national advertising team, by Lastmile, or even by, your own effort. But as long as your data is accurate, you're going to get, more clicks, more customers coming to your store and connecting with you. So that's, the main piece of what we do. But that's not all. So we also do a lot of things for Boost in terms of leveraging support channels so that they can contact us to solve problems. We have an ad program that has custom local and shopping ads that go to all your locations. We also manage local websites with Boost approved content. We manage the store locator for the Boost mobile site. And then we provide advanced analytics and listings analytics to the Boost marketing team. So this is all like above and beyond what you would see or notice at your door level, but it is stuff that's being done on your behalf through our platform for the Boost team. Righty. So I'll jump into some of the most relevant features. One of the biggest features that you can do on the dashboard today is review management. With review management, you're able, if you have one or 40 stores or 100, you're able to kind of view all the reviews for your locations all in one place. So you don't need to jump between platforms or between pages to manage your profiles within Google's ecosystem. You can actually see them all in our platform. This is really powerful because it allows you to see what the customers are saying about your stores all in one screen, right? So you don't have to bounce around or delegate this to a lot of different people. You can have, one or two people do this on your behalf and still be very effective at responding to your customers' questions and their feedback very accurately and very fast. We also provide pre-made templates, and we have the use of smart wildcards to help you personalize the content. What this does, it helps you, let's say you are delegating this to a store rep on the front lines, you can actually curate the content or language that they use to respond to commonly left feedback, right? So that make sure that it's professional, that it sounds, authentic, and that it takes care of like that customer question, especially if they have leave a bad review. If that's not feasible, we also offer AI powered assistance. So in this case, it's GPT responses. So basically, you have AI kind of read the customer feedback and then populate a response that's on brand, and is trained specifically to kind of handle the most frequently asked questions or feedback that is being left on reviews at boost locations. You can also obviously track your progress, so review, how well your review responses are happening, how many, 5-star ratings you're getting, how long it's taking you to respond to reviews, all things that can help you rank above others. So when people are searching on Google and saying, hey, what's the cell phone store near me? Having a good reputation online and review management is going to help your store rank higher, so that, you're able to kind of capture more traffic that way. To help with this, we also send out daily or weekly updates. Those are optional, so you can turn those on or off as you need to. Those daily and weekly digest emails allow you to kind of get a bird's eye view of all your business, all your stores in one email. And you can even set, flags for like reviews that are, 1 star or something like that. So you can get a quick view of all the reviews you should be paying attention to. But overall, this is a great feature. Any questions on what the review capabilities are? If not, I'd like to jump on the actual platform and do a quick demo of how easy this is to do.
Quick question. Is anybody able to look at the reviews, or is it just for the management?
So right now, you'll be able to view reviews for stores that you're assigned to. You do have to have access to the platform, right? So in this case, yeah, I mean, anybody with access to with a role that allows it should be able to see it. If you were given like a reporting role, then you can probably see the reviews, but you can't do anything with them. We do offer like a support inbox, but we can kind of address that more specifically for you. But yes, for all intents and purposes, anybody with access to the platform should be able to see this.
Okay.
And yes, that's another question.
Yes. What role do you need to have to be able to reply to the reviews?
We are in the process of cleaning up the roles, but there should only be 2 roles available to in your case. So you either can be a dealer owner or a marketing manager. In the past, there were some store rep goals that may not have had some of the privileges, but those roles have been deprecated. And I don't know that there were a lot of users, but as long as you're a marketing manager or above, you should be able to see and respond to reviews. And if you're a dealer owner, you can set somebody up as a marketing manager. And if you're having any issues, you can always reach out to us and we can help you create resource as needed. Okay, let me jump to the platform real quick. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so here it is. So I put in a view for a dealer, and this is a DCI dealer. So sorry, KG, I'm gonna pick on you for a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. It's just showing the demos. We have an interactions menu right here. And within this menu, you can see a store review that's being left behind. In this case, I'll choose this one as an example. from here, you can quickly kind of see all the review. You can see the review analytics. You can see response templates that are being made. These are shared, downstream from corporate down to your DDP or your business. In terms of review content, all you need to do is reply. And then from here, these are the templates that I was referring to. If I had saved any, they would show up under here. If not, then you'd see shared templates on this side to where you can respond to a templatized form. And as you can see, kind of prompt and puts in all the curated content. It uses wildcards to kind of personalize the review response, and then it leaves a message out here. But if you wanted to AI to create one for you, you would choose the GPT response, and then in there, AI would kind of put together something that seems on brand and it sounds professional. In this case, it was to thank you for kind words or choosing our business, yada, 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 right? So within a few clicks, I can take, care of reviews that come in, whether they're 5 stars, 1 stars, 2 stars. It just makes it super, super easy to manage this, in bulk. And again, it shows up all the stores that your particular users have access to. Any questions on that? And again, I'm just kind of breezing through this to make sure we can have enough conversations around this content. But if you have any questions about it, please raise your hand. I'm happy to answer anything. Okay, let's get started again. Okay, there's a question. Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. So in the past, we used to be able to reply to Facebook as well. Like if someone left us a review on Facebook beside Google, is this still available or just Google now?
Yeah, so for the time being, the Facebook reviews are being deprecated. What's happening on the Facebook side is that they opened up a new API version that is not pulling in a lot of Facebook review content. Part of that is because of all the amount of spam that we were getting on the Facebook side. I think at one point, and it doesn't happen in every location, some do get very legitimate reviews, but 9 times out of 10, it was just like spam bots leaving messages saying something along the lines of like, the admin for this business is doing something, contact this shady link to resolve it. And it was just a way to kind of fish for information, right? So due to that, we kind of had, like, Facebook is kind of retooling that project. If they ever make it available down to the API, you should start seeing those pop in again. But for now, it is very sporadic and it's not working as intended. So this review tool shoots primarily, really only useful for Google at the moment. But good question. Yeah. And we'd love to see a better quality of review content on Facebook. Unfortunately, it's just kind of been inundated by the spam bots. So it's kind of created some issues, but we're obviously always talking to them about that and seeing if there's ways to improve that product.
Got it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. And on this leave behind deck, what we're going to share with you guys, it shows you how to quickly kind of do this and step-by-step directions. The animation just shows you what I did on the live demo. Essentially, to give you like step 1, locate and click on interactions. Then step 2, respond to reviews with templates. Or 3, choose ChatGPT response, etc. So this should be really helpful to kind of send out to your reps or whoever you want to give access to this platform to help you do this. Let us know and provide any feedback to us if you need us to add additional steps or content on this. I feel like this is just really, really helpful stuff, and it's one of the main things that if I was in your shoes and I wanted to improve my store's footprint online, I would take reviews very, very seriously, and I would make that part of my daily routine. Kind of like you open the door and you clean the POS station, maybe you clean the windows, make sure the prices are right. I would add that as part of my checklist if I was you. Oh, go ahead, Edgar.
Yes, I do want to make a note. I know this is, like you said, very important step for us to obviously get in the habit of all retailers doing every day. Is there some type of notification that retailers will get on digital dashboard letting them know that they received a review so they can
Yeah,
easily, quickly respond to it?
yeah. So that's sort of the daily digest that I was referring to. Let me see if I can pull in an example to see the type of notification. It's actually an email that gets sent out every morning. And just bear with me a second. I'll try to pull one up for you.
Thank you, Carlos. Yeah, because I don't think I received these emails, so I was wondering for all other retailers.
Oh, well, I'll sign you up for them. How about that?
Please,
Be
please.
careful what you wish for, Edgar. Careful what you wish
I'll
for.
create a folder especially for you.
Nice. Here's a sample email of what you would get. This is for all the boosts, right? So for me, it showed up at 6 a.m. Central. It usually shows up, within that 5 to 7 a.m. Central window. It's designed to kind of be there by the time you're opening your store and you can kind of review stuff. So this will be personalized for the access that you have. I have access to all of the Boost ecosystem, so that's why I get everything. But it'll be something like this. It'll say like amount of total new reviews that came in that day, how many reviews were responded to the previous day. It'll give you some quick analytics like a percent of reviews responded to, all the reviews that were responded to, the overall ratings, and then their actual review content. So this would help you really quickly analyze. Is like, all right, cool. Somebody left me a 1 and they're pissed at me. I need to take advantage. I need to make sure I take some action on this. And then more importantly, have to log in button right there, so you can quickly log in from the email and type in your credentials and get down to business. This is what we can provide with you on a daily. And then on top of that, we can send notifications only for bad reviews if that's what you're interested in as well. And to do this, let me hop on over to the dashboard. A second. To sign up for this, you would go here to the top right-hand side, click on your email, click profile, scroll down, and then manage email subscriptions. So from here, you can see the review report. The one that I showed you is the daily digest, or you can set up the unreplied reviews or the unreplied reviews escalation reminder, and basically letting you know that, hey, there's a review that, needs attention, respond to it. It basically sends you a notification within 2 days of that review being sent. We can, sign anybody up for this or everybody in bulk if you want to. It's up to you guys. We want to make it as easy as possible, but this is all available. And if you ever, if it's not relevant to your role in the business, you can always unsubscribe for them the same way you subscribe here. All righty. So back on here. Any other questions about the review? So thank you guys for all the good questions. Yeah, go ahead, David.
Yeah, thanks, Carlos. Yeah, I know we're covering a lot of information here. Will there be a deck that you'll be able to share with us? If so, can I just drop my email in the chat box, or is that something you're going to share with DCI and they're going to distribute?
It'll probably be the latter because I don't have access to the invite list that Edgar was working on. But this will be a public. If you have the link to this, you'll be able to view it, right? So we'll leave that up to Edgar to how to disseminate that. Or if you want to send me the list of emails, Edgar, we can send it on our end. But I figure it'd probably be easier on your end because they'll recognize the email and you won't go to spam or anything else.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks, Carlos.
You're very welcome. All right, so we go to the next section. So this is around bulk posting on Facebook. So in Facebook, the Facebook API allows us to post to all your local pages in bulk. So what we have here is we centralize all the Boost local pages all into the Boost Business Manager. What that allows us to do is basically have a location structure within Boost Mobile's Facebook account, so that you're not having to rely on creating your own pages or getting a lot of content disapproved by Facebook because of brand restrictions or anything of that sort. So all this location child pages are synced and tied to the Boost Mobile Facebook account, but that allows you to localize those pages, add your local content, add your store hours, your address, and make sure that you stay, engage with your audience on those Facebook pages. But we also do that for Google. So Google announced a new product where you're also able to put organic posting content on your Google profiles. Your Google profiles are viewed by a lot more people than on Facebook, right? So think of like everybody uses Google to try to locate businesses. So we're leveraging, all the millions and millions of impressions that are being left behind in those platforms and adding, more organic content around your offers or events. And that can all be done through our platform. So the use case for bulk posting for all your locations is to post offers, news about your store, events, to save time by bulk posting to all your locations all at once, and obviously to stay visible and keep your audience engaged with your store. But again, it's super simple to do. I'm going to hop on over to the platform to show you how to create a bulk post on the platform. So hang on a second, let me switch over to the screen. Oops, sorry guys, I dropped this page. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so to start a marketing campaign, you'll see the left-hand menu right here. All you need to do is click marketing campaign. From here, you would start a new campaign. You would want to give your campaign a name. So I'm just going to say demo test. And then you choose a platform. For this, I'm going to start with Google Business Profile. And then from here, you select a post type. So it'll give you the different options that we can do, which are now update on an offer, an update on your business, an offer, or an event. So I'm going to go with offer. And then on this side, you would select your location. So I'm just going to go and just add somebody in Alabama just for the hell of it. I'm not going to actually post it, but in here, you can quickly see how you can add, locations by region, or, in your case, if you want to post to all your locations, all you would have to choose is your dealership name and then click all locations right there. And it'll post to all those locations that share that group's affiliation that I have access to. After that, you would hit next step. Optionally, you can choose a published start date or in a start time. That would basically schedule it to start at a future date. If not, if you leave it blank, it's just going to post right away. Okay, once we get to this point, then what we would do is click on the image button. You can upload your own image if you have, some digital content already saved. You can browse your existing images if you have any, or you can leverage the shared images, which is stuff that is pushed out by corporate, by Boost on their end, or that could be shared by, your DDP in some instances. So I'm going to go with the iPhone 15 offer, and I'm going to click confirm. And then from there, you would type in the content. So get your iPhone 15 or whatever approved content you have from Boost. I was checking this image before the demo and it looks like there's no content. I did send that out to Boost, but normally, and let me see if I had a better example, but yeah, I don't know if they're slacking over here. Normally they would put the copy there. Oh, there it is. So this one has a copy. Normally you would look there for the copy, but it looks like on this last upload they didn't add anything. So I did send that feedback out to them. You know, as long as you have that content over here, then you can click copy and then confirm, and then you can just type it in. Most of the time, that should be the use case. If you don't have any content like that, I would just kind of reach out to your Boost team to kind of give you some options there that you can post. Nowadays things have gotten so to the point where you can actually just leverage your wildcards with the offer, and it's the copy is pretty self-explanatory. But if you struggle with that, or I would just kind of lean on the Boost team to kind of give you guidance around that. From our standpoint, it should be on that sandwich, on that waffle menu icon thing, right there. Okay, so once you're happy with your content, I'm sorry, I deleted this part, so it again. Then you can do what we call wildcards. So the wildcards are a way to kind of put in all your store information in bulk, right? So instead of having to do, let's say I wanted to post this to those 1,000+ locations that I chose, I would have to do this 1,000 times. With bulk posting, you just do it once and it's going to do it for all locations and dynamically change the address for each one of them. So in this case, I would go with location name and then location city. Oh. And then location state. And maybe the phone number, right? So location, phone. And then as you can see here on the preview, it dynamically adds the address, the city, the state, and the phone number. And it gives you an example for the first location, but you know that that's how it's going to look for all the other 1,000+ posts. Since I'm doing a Google offer, I'm going to have to give it a title. So let's say $25 forever, unlimited data or something like that. I would get to offer a start date, probably leave it today, a start time, again today, and then an offer end date. So let's say I'm going to end it that day, and when my store closes at 8 or 7. And then optionally, you can add terms and conditions, use, the store link, coupon code, etc. So with this, if I were you can, I know a lot of you do like, accessory deals or maybe above and beyond offers. You can easily do this and kind of post this on Google to kind of give you an advantage and kind of post your own dealer offers that may be above and beyond what let's say the brand offer is, which is a $25 a month offer here. Or you can post your own image and your own content and kind of create those coupons online, all in bulk, for all your locations as you need to. Once you're happy with this content, then you move over to the next step. And then right here is just a review screen, making sure the campaign setup is okay, that locations that are added are okay, the schedule, the creative, you name it. Optionally, you can say this is a template. I'll explain what that is. So I'm going to say demo template. And optionally give it an expiration date. I'm going to leave that blank, and you can also share that with your employees. So if, let's say you're the dealer owner and you save this and you have a couple of reps that have access to the dashboard, then you can share that so that they can see your template as well. We're going to email my campaign status when the campaign posts. I would normally leave that on, and then that's it. We're done. And then I would normally hit publish. I'm not going to publish this, obviously, because I don't want to send that offer out to all the stores. But this is how easy it is to kind of post across multiple locations on the platform. And while I'm here, I'm going to back up and show you what templates are. But while I set that up, are there any questions on this? Okay. Don't see anybody. Okay. Let me go here. Okay, so these are what templates are. So I created this one as I think I was doing another demo for somebody else, but this is like a quick way to save your post content and use it for a future, use case. So in this case, if you hit this use template, all I'm going to need to do is give it a campaign name. Template demo. And then I would hit next step. I'm going to do all step, next step, and boom. See what it did there? It basically grabbed the image that I already curated. It saved my copy down to how I had the wildcard set up. In this case, I would just have to change the date because it was for an event. This is for Halloween, so that's kind of funny. I would put that there. And boom, this is all saved. And I can do this in bulk, get it done very quickly. There's a few things that I'm going to still have to fill out for Google, which in this case, this is an event post. I would have to put in the event title, start date, and date, all that here. But once I do that, then I'm good to go. So it just saves you time, and it kind of ensures that, especially if you're kind of tasking some employees to kind of do this and you want them to do it a certain way, it makes it foolproof, right? So it already saves everything for them. All they really have to do is just kind of give it a title and enter a few details here, and they're good to go. That's our very powerful tools. So I would strongly encourage you, once you create, a post that you really, really like and you want to save it for future use, always click that button, that option to save your template for future use. Always do that. It saves me a lot of time. Alrighty. Any questions on this, guys? I know I kind of speeding through it and kind of sharing a lot of content, and we will share this deck with you, so you'll have it. But happy to answer any questions you may have around organic posting. Okay. We'll move on. Again, on the deck that you receive, it have some animations that show you step by step how to accomplish what I just demoed. Reference that as you're trying to create your own first campaigns, or if you have any questions on that. All right. And that leads me to my last topic that I wanted to discuss around the dashboard, and is local intelligence. So Lastmile partner with another company called Placer AI. What they do is they provide retail visitation insights to see foot traffic trends across, any kind of retailer out there. This is a very powerful tool that allows us to do very cool stuff with paid media. It allows us to kind of be a lot more intelligent when we do some treatments on some platforms, right? Selecting the right audience, where they shop, where they live, etc. We're sharing this to dealers as well. So if you log into the dashboard, you'll be able to see that for your location. We'll get on that real quick. Let me set it up to give you an example of what that looks like. Okay, so if you're in locations, you would pick a location, and the first screen is going to look like this. Then you'll see a bunch of little menus right here. What I'm referencing right now is local intelligence. You'll find that there. And property insights are coming soon, but property insights is going to give you more detailed views around your actual store. But in this first iteration of that, it gives you a view of the zip code for this location and where are the retailers where people are most likely to be in, right? In this case, it looks like they're close to a Lowe's store, a Circle K, a Raceway, all very, popular places. So it makes a lot of sense. Under regional changes, it'll give you some insights around that specific zip code. So it looks like at this particular zip code in Alabama, traffic is down 5% year over year. So there may be something else going on around, just overall foot traffic just kind of decreasing for all industries, not just for Boost in this particular zip code. And then it gives you monthly trends, right? So where's traffic declining? So all visits declining, dining visits, specifically retail visits. Very, very quick, insights as to what's going on in your particular neighborhood. And if you want to know more, you can click on that, and then it'll take you to the free version of Placer, which will give you more insights around your location. I can pick a store here. Let's see. I'm just picking somewhere here in Dallas where I'm based out of. See if it pulls up anything. Well, actually, I already have this one. This is more or less what you'll kind of see on your end. It'll have a lot of stuff grayed out, but you can still kind of view the free version of that and link out from our platform to kind of see it. It takes a while to load. On a fast connection, give it about 2 to 3 minutes, and it'll start spitting out a bunch of data. But it's a really cool tool, and we're kind of adding that as an added value for you guys. Once we add property insights, that you'll be able to see more stuff around your specific store on it. So keep checking back on that feature. It just launched a couple of weeks ago, so we just wanted to make you aware of that it's available now. Start playing with it, send us feedback as to how well that's working for you. Oh, there it goes. So it looks like this store, it's pretty cool. And you can pick out other, retailers too. So you want to compare yourself against Metro or, the Cricket across the street that's giving you grief, you can kind of see how they're doing. There's some stuff you won't be able to see that's only available in the paid version that we have. But again, we're just sharing that, the availability of this kind of tools to kind of help you understand what's going on for your store. Alrighty. I'm gonna go back to my deck here. All right, and that leads me to the official Q&A section. So before I do that, I do want to call out this inbox right here, support+boost@lastmileretail.com. We do have a support desk that handles tickets, usually within 24 hours during weekdays or within 48 hours on a weekend. We manage that, sometimes I get on there myself to kind of help with stuff. So it is really, really something that, want to make sure you guys are aware of. You can always send your questions there. We can give you guidance around, tools that are available on the platform that you have questions or issues with, or if you need to update information, how to go about that and get that done through your account executive, etc. And if you need to have access to the dashboard, we also prepared a form for you guys. You can actually click on that form and get expedited access to that. That just allows us to kind of do this more in bulk and kind of have a bunch of weekly kind of invites that we can send out. Or you can just reach out to the support inbox and request access that way. Either way, it's accepted. Just kind of giving you a lot of different ways in which you can get access to the dashboard, so you are taken care of. With that being said, we'll answer any questions anybody might have. Or better yet, I don't know if there's anything else, Edgar, that you want me to cover with them as well. We can use that time, this last few minutes, to do that too.
It's hard to find, or is it?
No,
I think we covered all the basics on here. Obviously, if any other retailer has any other questions, if not, you guys can take that offline and send me some questions, or Carlos himself.
Yep.
So this was good information, Carlos. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Oh, go ahead, Bashar.
Yes, sir. So on the previous slide where you showed the AI,
How do we
Yeah.
get the paid version?
You can purchase it from them. They don't disclose their pricing, so you would have to kind of connect with a sales rep. If you're a small business, they do have very reasonable monthly subscription deals that they can that you guys can opt into.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's a really cool tool. Yeah, if you want to invest in that, even just to periodically, maybe opt in for a month or so and see if it's worth it for you. I'm sure they'll give you like a free trial access to it.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Ways to use that tool, like if I were you, like I would opt into that trial and I would kind of find out where most of my competitor stores, where their customers go to before and after they visit that store, and I would flyer the heck out of those locations, or I would take out a street team and go talk to those people. They're obviously kind of in the market for prepaid, so it would be fantastic to go kind of meet them where they are, even if they're not walking to your door. So
Yeah,
just
absolutely. I
a
think it
helpful
also
tip.
would help with event as well.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with events. And if you have like a paid event from like somebody helps you from like marketing, or if you set up your own event, it lets you know where to go promote, right? So
Yes,
it's
sir.
really, really a useful tool.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. Any other questions? Okay. If there aren't any, feel free to kind of send us like Edgar said, funnel those through him or send it to me personally. That's fine.